little hedgehog over here. Now, I don't think you guys would be too happy ending up like this poor dog with clothes over its face. So, how does acupuncture sound? It's actually not as scary as it seems. Currently, acupuncture is being practiced all over the world as an alternative medical technique that effectively cures many different types of illnesses. I myself had acupuncture for my backache after I slipped and fell on a stair step in high school, and after a couple of treatments, my back pain was gone. Acupuncture is a great cost-effective alternative to conventional medical procedures. First, I'll talk about what makes acupuncture a valid medical technique. Second, its increasing popularity worldwide. And finally, why even conventional doctors recommend it. So first, how can a few needles even do anything? There's logic behind acupuncture that makes it an authentic cure for pains and illnesses rather than a mere placebo some have mistaken it to be. According to the book Basics of Acupuncture by Gabriel Stubbs, published 2003 by Springer, acupuncture, which came from China and other Asian countries, is an ancient medical practice used for thousands of years, but was accepted worldwide just recently due to the difference between Asian and Western medical techniques. Findings from website Serendip by Claire Mocker from Bryn Mawr College, updated 2002, shows acupuncture works mainly by stimulating different areas of energy flow through the body, since energy flow in the body must be balanced to prevent a person from being weak and sick and to help a person to regain his or her health. Stubbs describes acupuncture is usually done through very thin, flexible, durable stainless steel needles, and according to the newspaper article Acupuncture Way to Health by Shaban, published 2009 on Natural News, it is associated with little to no pain. Acupuncture needles stuck at different points on the body stimulate the sensory nerves on the skin surface to regulate the hormones and the nervous system, which controls the body's functions. Serendip states the energy then flows to points where the needles are stuck, and the energy flow goes back to normal, which cures the patient's pain or disease. Now that you know how acupuncture serves as an effective cure, let's look at its rise to popularity. Acupuncture is becoming increasingly popular due to its usefulness in treating a wide range of symptoms ranging from emotional and mental to physical symptoms. The government website nccam.nih.gov, updated 2011 by the National Institutes of Health, states that ever since New York Times reporter James Reston wrote on the pain-relieving effects acupuncture had on him, acupuncture's popularity skyrocketed as increasing studies in the U.S. showed acupuncture was efficient in curing various types of illnesses. In the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine by Gold and McPherson, published 2001, findings from a questionnaire distributed in England to 72 people who were patients of qualified acupuncturists showed acupuncture was beneficial for physical symptoms for 75% of the patients and emotional or mental symptoms for 67% of the patients. People often feel good after having acupuncture, since emotional changes for the better were experienced by 83% of the patients regardless of their reasons for having acupuncture. According to Stubbs, acupuncture has been an effective cure for various illnesses like hypertension, stroke, obesity, menstrual cramps, lower back pain, neck pain, facial paralysis, and chronic pain. Shaban states less severe symptoms that can also be treated with acupuncture include toothaches, headaches, constipation, and diarrhea. After having gone over acupuncture's widespread popularity, I would like to discuss what conventional doctors think of it. Even conventional doctors are recommending acupuncture over conventional medical procedures that don't have much effect on patients. Stubbs says acupuncture is currently being taught in many medical schools in the U.S., including Harvard, Yale, Stanford, UCLA, and UC San Francisco. According to Serendip, even doctors in America will soon need to be experts in acupuncture's use due to acupuncture's increasing popularity in the U.S. in the last 10 years as a treatment with very minimal side effects and great lasting benefits. Western medical techniques now include acupuncture for numerous symptoms. For example, acupuncture is one of the best cures for drug addiction, easing patients during withdrawal. Thousands of dentists, acupuncturists, practitioners, and they're all practicing acupuncture right now. If you're thinking, acupuncture is just for older people and I'm too young and cool to have it, you are wrong. According to nccam.nih.gov, about 3.1 million adults and 150,000 children were treated with acupuncture in the U.S. in 2007. And as I mentioned before, I too personally had acupuncture treatments. But please keep in mind acupuncture is not any miracle pill. It takes about 8 visits, more or less depending on how serious your symptoms are, in order for your symptoms to be completely cured. And to ensure you receive an effective acupuncture treatment, you must find a licensed acupuncturist, because only a licensed acupuncturist is formally trained to meet the standards of safety and knowledge in acupuncture use. Plus, a qualified acupuncturist must use needles approved by the FDA, meaning the needles must be sanitized, non-toxic, and disposed after every use. Acupuncture has no side effects and is usually even relaxing when done by a qualified acupuncturist who gives careful instructions to patients. However, Stucks warns when acupuncture is done by an unlicensed acupuncturist, patients can feel faint when moving or being tense during treatment, have infections due to poor sanitation of needles, or experience pain due to poor placement of needles on the body. So, how can you find a qualified acupuncturist? Siobhan suggests you can either ask your doctor or go on the web to find and get in touch with national acupuncture organizations. Now that you have a much better idea of what acupuncture can do for you, let's wrap things up. If you want to find a less costly alternative to regular medication, or if the regular way of healing just doesn't seem to work for you, you may consider giving acupuncture a try. First, I talked about acupuncture being a legit treatment. Second, a strong reputation in the world. And finally, why even conventional doctors recommend it. So, being a hedgehog may not be such a bad idea after all, since acupuncture can protect us from various illnesses, just as hedgehog's quills serve as protection. Just make sure you find a qualified acupuncturist so you don't end up being that poor dog instead. Thank you.